this connection, start back up. Weird. Okay.
Guards up! Forward! Royal Sword! Scour!
Training. Dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion. Hulkenberg, your attack power is
Power
low.
of kings.
Time to go offensive. I call upon royal power within. It's time to strike.
Quite a move.
There is no escape from me.
No. Join with me.
All right, let's go. Well done. You defied and won't hold back.
Me.
Darkness. I will annihilate you! Can you endure it? I see.
Now that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
Are you prepared? The power of lightning!
A dark night. I will.
We need help. But thanks. Much thanks.
It's okay.
I won't hold back.
Wind.
You think you'll face me? Rancor!
I see. It would appear you have the metal to defend your claims. And I need not hold back either.
I gained 4, okay.
Can you endure it?
Fire.
Look out!
I strike to kill! I strike
Oh, damn.
to kill.
Oh, shit.
Nice one, Captain.
Let me rethink this. No holding back! I call the lightning!
With blade in hand. I stand waiting.
Might be just a little prudent to do that.
I'm obliged.
My thanks. Be neither timid nor ninja! Charge!
I will annihilate you! Can you endure it?
Ice? Or no, wind.
Come,
Okay.
accept my challenge. I strike to kill! I strike to kill! I shall vanquish evil. The power of lightning! We settle this here.
Not now. To you.
There is
By
no
the
escape
power.
from me.
Scour.
Oh, power of kings! Some darker arts.
Good. Very good. Yours is a worthy power. One untainted by petty tactics or cheap tricks. However... Magnificent. You truly have become more powerful. But I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe.
Humankind?
Because he's elder, you would call him a You should know the truth by now. After all that time I allowed you to spend on that pagan island. History, as told by the Sanctus Church, is a fiction. No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history. One that told of ancient times where the land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple? But if that war between gods truly did come...
Gods? How droll. They may have governed all things with works far beyond ours, but they were no gods. They were an ancient tribe unlike any other race now lost. The modern age saw them called Elder, shunned from our cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
I thought humans were those mad monsters. What are you... Reese, you dog!
Your lies will...
You believe it false.
Elder are actually humankind?
Hear me! His appearance as a boy, in truth, he is humankind! He is kin to the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving...
He doesn't know when to give up. No one!
No need to distress your... You, boy, who call yourself the prince. You will be...
Utopia?
What's happening?
What is him?
Witness the truth! Good people, you would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is!
It's a monster! It's a human! It's going...
The truth of the humans is laid bare. They're no beasts, but another form of the Elder Tribe. Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne!
It's not true! It has to be one of the Count's illusions!
What illusion? That's no prince! It's a monster!
It'll kill us all! Run!
What has become of him?
It must be Luis's wicked magic. Yet, the Order of Magla, it's exactly like a human's.
He's not!
He's a human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this! Ah!
Be not afraid, child. 'Tis not thy truth. In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the...
What's that about?
Remember again, thy...
An ideal world. Even if reality crushes everything I believe in, even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through. It's always been that way. Whenever my life's been the hardest. After all, you're mine.
Brother.
Wake up!
Are you well?
Yeah.
You seem coherent at least.
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away. He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell.
I will not.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. Your vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the...
Shut up!
Unfortunately, the prince is...
The true prince?
Bloody hell. Is that why he called us?
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I'd...
Seize the monster!
Attention now. This looks... How could you
I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding.
We retreat to our gauntlet runner.
It won't be long until the entire kingdom hears of this mess.
Gallica, we've only got one option. I know. We'll head to my home, and the prince's refuge.
Count Luis has saved the country. Count Luis is our...
Sounds like we've got our next...
Might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any human.
No. That boy is no monster.
Luis! What the hell did he do?
The flow of that evil Magla was surely born from Luis's magic.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat.
Why?
It was more of a defeat than it was a... They board the gauntlet runner and rush from the capital, as though hiding from the shriek. What more can they endure?
A hiding place for the Elder Tribe.
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while. I can't even see the room now. No.
Luis's final words trouble.
At first glance, it is a simple form, but the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand. The name of this place is familiar, the ancient Elden Sanctum.
Can you walk, lad?
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on...
Poor chap's even got me worried.
Hey. I reacted. My mind just went blank. For a moment, I doubted you.
It's behind us now.
Nothing will shake me like that again, I swear it. And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than...
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're...
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberate...
Gallica, how fares...
No. I checked a bunch of times in the...
Hurry and lead the way.
Right. Everyone stay close so we don't get separated. Huh? Who are you?
Are you all right?
The royal flower?
Something about this place. It is much like the altar of the dragon god.
Gallica. Something the...
Oh, sorry. Anyway, let's...
So here you are.
What? Why?
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like...
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of Kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a read.
But why? Why would his magic...
Thinking back now. It may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain.
Luis claimed that the Elden people were just a...
They're not! Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcis?
Yes. What?
He draws no breath. Likely a step...
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I...
Gallica?
Yes.
Then we move.
I don't like this. Russell?
Huh? Mine.
You were His Highness's
Hmm? I know but one red-dressed knight. Are you... By the heavens!
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted...
Alas. Oh,
Russell, where is His Highness?
a few days ago. Those detestable cursed thoughts. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, we were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart.
No!
The stranger was a master of magic. None...
Who was...
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis. From the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins.
Luis.
Please, Russell.
We've laid him in the prayer room for now. At the end...
You're coming. Aren't you, love?
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate. 'Tis just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel. Strange. There's something in you.
Something wrong?
No. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As...
I'm a little worried.
It's nearly time. was for this day. There is still time.
This way.
No.
You're...
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Gallica!
Milady Gruide.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruide.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when he...
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince.
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until a rightful... Even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king?
Do you know nothing of the child? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess. She was a flower amidst the forests. A woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that, you see, this boy, His Highness the...
Is something amiss, Milady Gruide? He is one of Gallica's allies.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
Hey.
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. Now, remember thy path thus far. I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
This voice...
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his... Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt. All thou hast gained. Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince...
He lies dead before me.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive, so from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus, his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
I'm the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? To name but a few. Thy parents? Yes. Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay. The words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences, wert to prepare thee for this day, to share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
Do you mean...
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission, and end it here.
Is that right?
So I bid thee answer my final question.
I am... the prince.
What is this? I feel it. Could this be?
Hey! What awaits us now?
Hark, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. Everything the prince sought to be, his ideal. It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was. awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him
This voice.
Thy mind should now be clearing. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone.
Who are you? Wait.
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. The boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made—
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our order.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are— Will you infiltrate the military to— This is your mission. For all—
No!
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained— It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved. And so, the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy—
What?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel a bit lighter.
There seems to be no doubt.
Whoa, the change in
He's
accent.
still himself. But I also—
Everyone?
So let me get this. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and his highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity.
Then that's why he had no memories?
I see. Finally. What shaped you, so to speak? A part of his consciousness? Yes. The prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Drakadios.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name?
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the—
Fate was changed.
Are you really? Please please. And more. Despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize your highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
Then I hereby pronounce your sentence.
Give the poor knight a break, will you? You've been by her side all this time. You of all people know how...
This time, I will.
Finally, we've done Grius proud.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
You can just keep, calling me Captain.
No, your highness!
This is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging his highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own...
Well, that is, I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency.
So much for acting.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, it was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim this. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember. I heard a voice.
A voice?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too.
A voice? Lady Gruidae mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still...
I know someone was guiding me.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
I have a faint...
Come to think of it, this place, the light...
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of someone not...
Does this mean that we've been...
Perhaps someone has been at your side, unseen. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But you have come to the end of your arduous journey, and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruidae, we want to know everything. We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light.
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door.
Now what?
Random place for a shop. Comet sword. Normal attacks become ice affinity. Comet Lance. I don't think. Actually. Oh no, wait, never mind. Those are for the previous ones. I'll not worry about it right now. I will, however, go ahead and save.
Does this...
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village. As for our original name, you know it well by now.
The human tribe.
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today.
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could... They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather... And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scan. You understand now, yes. We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
Beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But that...
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that, but humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane mob. Therefore, we took on an alias instead.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapon? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of histories. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed. But its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was...
I had no idea.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any...
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals.
The sovereign's power. Thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety. Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in...
And besides... Let's do it. Let's fight.
That's it. I've made up my mind.
Why is this coming from?
Before we got there, this... What am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together?
Even you've got to cope with anxiety.
I've realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you. Because I want to be.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic.
The forbidden spell. Turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing... This man named Luis. He may have his own past in this ancient saint.
Luis has been here?
What do you wish to know?
Who exactly...
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with. However, as it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius, a family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his...
Wait! What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw. Do you think he
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about.
What do you wish to know?
What is this?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, Just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more. Without the willpower to face your fear, the Magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests. With the world embroiled in chaos, these outbursts of swollen magic may be happening.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of...
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then he said he became a monster because he's elder. But that wasn't the complete story.
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis... Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this...
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, if Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a third, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype.
Who goes there? Someone flee!
That's him, the malformed assassin who struck it.
After him!
What now?
No.
You?
So it was you? Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. Who are you? Are you the prince or not?
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming?
If that is what Lord Luis so...
It's almost impressive.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself.
What did you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter.
He is no imposter, fiend. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
That looks oddly familiar.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to...
Keep your guard up. The melancholia is...
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him.
This guy shows up again.
again, just when we've unlocked some new power? Okay, time for a new fight.
Exclusive to the protagonist, you can now change it out as you wish. It can act as a support for all synthesis skills. It has unique traits not found in other archetypes, but none of its skills can be transferred.
Let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Royal Sword, Saddle Dance, Windblade.
Better be sure. Come forth, Royal Soul!
Okay.
The Blade's Edge!
Now we strike.
Let's do this!
My heart and soul are one! Apologies. Would you finish it?
Risky, but let's check Slash. Oh, okay.
Nice one, Stroll. Is everyone all right? With blade in hand.
This looks like like one of those first humans I fought.
Vitus power, lend me your strength.
Okay, what is it? Increase the damage against human types. Deals severe almighty damage to one enemy. Increases damage against human type monsters.
It's yours.
No holding back.
Perhaps this suits me. I'll use what I must.
Are you prepared? Not done yet.
Dark Knight. A raging magic. Yes. Success.
Behold, I walk a royal path. Let's work together.
I'm counting on you.
How's this?
Still up?
Be neither timid nor oh, power of kings. There's a better way. I'll now accept your fate. Some darker arts. Commendable bearing.
Quick, knock them off again! Regenerate the headwing! Here comes another round of wind attacks! Legs are back to normal! God! We'd only just taken them out!
Yeah, just a Falcon.
This is nothing.
That's not bad.
Let me handle those apples. All right. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Let's get on with it.
Crimson Moon Sword Art. Phantom Sword Swarm. Let's check out this new one.
We'll combine our strengths. You will taste justice.
Oh, this one, okay. Wind God's Gale.
Okay. Not bad at all.
Yeah, let's just keep putting that there.
Yes, I've become stronger.
The bastard got.
I say. say? You chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even foot.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to...
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. But don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything...
Still, what's our next move? The people...
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince, he is royalty and elder both. Heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice.
In his own words, huh?
Yeah, right.
Come what may, my life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Of course. I'm prepared.
Yes, that...
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folk.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Your mother. She loved your father, and you, with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village, but listen well. Once you leave this... After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, the world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Yes, I will.
Our final battle lies ahead. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the gauntlet runner for today.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, well, guess I'm repeating myself.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush.
The mystical fairy. Your
There we
tempered
go,
bond
rank
has
8.
become a fire-forged trust. By the grace of her newfound powers, worked...
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us.
Elemental Master and Warlock. During squad battles, you may gain 2 extra turn icons. Okay.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head. By the way, the Chieftess told me something about your novel. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from it. What they hoped for you, I guess. The part we're reading today is the last chapter. The last chapter. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, There are innumerable obstacles to overcome, yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to... A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all... The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king... Lady Cruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village. That little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel. But we can't lose either.
Right.
You've got the power to change the world. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission.
Saw what happened. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired an archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. I once said that to be elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety, and archetypes are its essence. They are... So then, what do you think is the foremost?
The foremost fate? Not really sure.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming, not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your... That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is... What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such remarkably...
Indeed. 'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? Yes. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you?
If it is answers you seek...
Are you?
As for you, move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Could more be related to Luis?
Okay, all our preparations are just about...
All this royalty? It always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in my eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
I want to protect this country.
'Tis the answer I hoped for.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
This place here.
Let's move!
You see?
Yeah.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. If they head to Grand Trad,
that Elden boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose.
Speaking of which, I don't... The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the...
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas...
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area.
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death. Yet, it appears the boy candidate has merged with his...
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more... The boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince. How interesting. After these long years, my
Lord Luis, what is it about that Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king.
Rest assured.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember...
What are you trying to say? You...
Oh, no,
I'll call that bet.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tithes? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know he's a... I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monk...
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything, Louis. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire...
Oi, churchman! You've seen Count Luis lie to us! You think he...
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a... Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the thing? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman?
All right, all right. Let's keep things civil, eh? Nope.
Oi! What? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just...
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been...
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now. But this might be the spark. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find... Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner. What are we about to see?
Ah. You hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is... You and the other titled authorities decide who grows The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not... Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of...
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing!
How wouldst thou wield the king's...
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw...
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only the... Listen well, O king. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the...
How didst thou learn of it?
How?
Thou wert...
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party but they are greeted only. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed.
What the hell's wrong? Isn't that... Ah! That's why the sky's grown so hellish! The half-dead...
A more aggressive welcome than I expected.
It's useless. Words are cheap.
True.
His Royal Highness, Luis, distorted his form through strange and terrible magics. But the curse is now dispelled.
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
'Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Luis said.
Oi! And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a parapus like you, and you spit on it. Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to...
Lady Juna, I can't believe this. I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides...
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
How? What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's own...
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough! If they're just monsters, we can do...
This is bad.
Oi! Oh! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run. Now!
Time to, do the standard, ban. There we go.
Away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people...
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a...
No, that's not...
I know. It's not true. But truth and how it appears to... Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of it. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of... Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Luis as a savior?
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or... So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it...
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone, and oh yeah, he can create...
Oh, that's all true then. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the work. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. Yeah, I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof...
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only...
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot.
All right.
What now?
Okay. Cooperative chase. Support attacks. Heroic slash. Heroes proving. Okay, so go ahead and grab some of our old skills.
All right.
Lurking Nightblade. Medica. Do I just go with Samaricarm?
All right.
Okay. And then I've got Wizard at 12, Assassin at 10, and just Wizard at 20. Okay, so I just need to keep going then.
Smash it all to
Let's
bits.
move.
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece.
Have you changed?
'Tis quite a story, but it does.
I had thought all this business with declaring yourself, but under the deception you were, in fact... Still, I mean, how do you get...
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen first.
Then what will you do?
But you came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still...
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf.
Hard luck for the honest knight. Not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle. You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too... It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luis's doing?
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
There's gotta be something up.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you.
Right.
I'll always believe in you.
Indeed. If we win...
We're counting on you, O King.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear.
What to pick? All right then.
Yeah, that just kind of makes me wonder. If it wasn't possible to get certain ones at certain points, like I've got Bard, I've got Brigittas, just one away. So Basilia, Yufa, and Juna are the next on the line. And then, in between that time, I've got to max out my eloquence. Wisdom will surely come along the way.
What now?
Alright, let me go ahead and...
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Oh! Okay. It's a good one. Okay.
Oh, hell.
Your Highness.
night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
Oh.
To all the people who dwell in the...
This fight?
Soon, naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people, I bid thee for...
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the Deadland Luis strive.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone...
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from...
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order.
Sure enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Maybe... hope.
A little broad. I don't really know what everyone's talking about. But everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and...
A fair point. It is a hard thing to word, so... forgive my fumbling. But perhaps... it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it...
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who will be much happier.
I see now. This is surely...
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully
Right, thank you.
Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things, either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least 1 day to spare before...
We've got a few days left, so...
So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace. That's...
That looks like a new area.
Here's where we...
Oh, wait a minute. Northern Border Fort, Nord Mines. Yeah. Okay.
Here's where we are now.
Let's put an end to this.
So?
Smash it all to bits.
Barden.
Yeah?
However,
Aye, yes.
the truth is,
Gastro's been acting as a proxy since the giant sandworms made the governorship one big Everyone's gathered here today to learn what's what. And probably to sentence me to exile.
That's terrible.
I do feel terrible, but... that one vote they took was...
I asked you all to gather here. While Barden was recuperating, I was glad. I would like Barden to resume his duties as governor.
What's this?
This town's autonomy was initiated by your sheer pluck. At the time, I cooperated. I had a revelation in those moments. I saw that I cannot even protect myself, much less the people. When you returned here, exhausted and in tatters, I regretted everything from the bottom of my heart.
Sir Gastro. But if I go back to governing, it's...
Have some faith in yourself, Barden.
All right. If you say so. I'm just not sure where to start. My excessive measures frightened you all. I was anxious about whether or not I could keep you safe. So I turned to surveil it no more. We'll keep some of our armed forces, but what I really need for security, that's why I am not fit to govern.
It's not over yet.
That's right. It's never over. We can still improve this town. Barden, listen! I followed your example and built a defensive barrier myself.
I did too. And I had an idea. We could turn uninhabited houses into shelters.
Things didn't go well before, that's true. But you're not the only one at fault, Barden. This is just...
Oh, laddies and lassies.
You see? After 2 disasters, everyone has a more mature view of things. You're free to...
Well, now I'll be the governor of Martira again. This time, I won't do anything to scare the populace. We'll have faith in each other and the town's unity will be known far and for our first step, I have the perfect suggestion. The reason I stand here, he is the hero who saved this town. The one most worthy of the crown.
Yes!
Barden! Come to think of it, I never told you the truth behind that bit of arson. It was this little poor wee who started it. He didn't mean to, but he touched an igniter I only know this because just the other day he came to me. If I'd known from the start, I would have just thought it a lone accident. Instead, I acted like invaders had infiltrated us. Got my people all terrified.
But in truth, you're a kind person.
I'm the kind of man who rushes in without thinking. I ought to take more care and not act so rash. Let's focus on the future now. This region, in fact the whole country, depends on... Mind if I ask you just one more time? If you think I'm fit to govern?
There's no one more qualified for the job than you, Barden.
And you truly believe that? Then I must thank you greatly for everything you've done. This only happened because I had your support. Even when I made mistakes, you stuck by my side. I'll return the favor one day.
The Honorable Guardsman, Barden, keeper and heritor of the Commander's virtue. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. By the grace of his newfound powers, work to give truth to...
You're the one who brought light to this town.
Warlord,
to this
okay.
country. today. Really is such a bonny day. I'm blessed with the greatest of friends. The townspeople love me, despite...
Brigitte? Ah. Okay. First,
Alright then.
let's see here. Aha! There is a quest.
Luis is the only one left, isn't it? Hello.
There's a place some distance from Altaberry called Mount Volcano. Look for the War King's legendary greatsword there.
Help me, will ya?
I guess so.
Much gratitude to ya.
We did it! Let's give it a shot.
Okay, increases wisdom. That's good.
That's where you want to go.
You'll face danger here.
Help me, will ya?
Yeah!
Okay, so it's one quest done. Is there any here?
Let's go.
Looks like there's somebody here I can talk to as well.
The world belongs to Lord Luis.
Eh? Isn't that... Whatever will I do?
Whoa! Lovely, that.
Crushing Lumabees are a must. So that everyone from wee children to elderly may eat it in comfort. A fluffy texture will be perfect. Lumabees, no idea what those are,
If you have a spare
but
moment.
pancakes come to mind.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, that's gonna be... Huh, that's interesting. Okay, so... First, we're gonna continue looking.
Where
Okay,
to?
next, looking at Martira. It doesn't look like anything there. Brilhaven. One there.
Let's go.
Humans.
Luis, I could say.
Hello. Grand, innit? Now what am I to do? Cheers, eh?
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Please.
All right.
Okay, so let's go to the tavern. Ask the person about it.
If Luis
Fancy a
wins
bit
the
of...
crown, what will become of us?
Want in on this? Come again anytime.
If Louise wins the crown, what will become of us?
Whether like this, no
All right,
telling what.
Okay.
Where to?
Let's go!
Hello there.
Whoa!
I see. That's... What will you do?
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Thank you.
Let's check.
I see. Be careful. I'll see you again.
All right then. Where to?
Okay, and then Altaberry.
Let's go!
So this one's probably going to tell me about the third tower.
Oh, that.
What?
Watch it. Split.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
I'm off then.
That sounds right.
All right then.
Where's that?
Let's head there right away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there real quick because I'm unsure what I am seeing there. Kinda like a question mark?
It's too much to take.
You little bastard.
Okay, I think I see.
All right then. Let's go.
And now,
Anyone catch? Quite the daredevil, aren't you?
see. Huh?
I have high hopes for you.
Okay then.
Let's do it.
Oh. And right there's a labyrinth.
Slides the dip. I have high hopes for you.
Got it.
Let's do it.
More increasing courage stuff.
Let's see. This place.
Slides the dip. I have high hopes.
Let's do it. We'll face danger here.
Okay.
All right. Where to?
Back to Grand Trad.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go here, and then...
Well, it will be Lord Louis. Smash it all to bits.
Is it Louis Sophie? Intriguing. Thank you. Honestly, I was thinking about closing up shop for good, but... I see we have one lot. You didn't notice? They have igniters. You two.
So you remember us. What a shame, right? Everyone we know is...
I see. So, you're here for revenge.
You've got it wrong.
What you told... The Sanctus told me all about it. That's why they gave me this igniter. They said...
I see. You. My apologies. But I'd appreciate...
Understood.
This is your first time killing someone, I take it. I hate to break it to you. You realize you just gave yourself away. Now I might dodge. That's a chance at survival I didn't have before. And what's the exit plan after you've done the deed? How do you get out of the city before they find my corpse? Or did the Sanctus forget? The church thought they'd use you to kill me. That...
No!
If you don't have it in you...
You're not falling...
It's a painful thing, to live your whole life running away, carrying your sins on your back. If you ask me, it might even be harder than killing someone. You'll watch me die again whenever you close your eyes. You'll smell my blood. Hear the rasp of my final breaths. See my eyes cloud. That's what lies down this road. It's a dark path to walk, alone, with the weight of your despair. Your heart won't let you trust again. Nor... But you still...
There's nowhere left for us to...
I've prepared living spaces at my research facility.
What? What you talk?
I know how easy it is to lose all your peace and hope in an instant. And now that you've seen that firsthand, but just once, just one more time, I want you to think of your... It's a hard thing to crawl up out of hell. But the first step is having the courage to believe.
But if I lived in your...
If I wanted to kill you, I'm not saying you have to trust me right away. Believe me. I have a hard enough time trusting people myself. But isn't this what you two really want? To believe in people, and believe in your own happiness. Thank you. That took incredible bravery, you two. I can already tell you have a better life than mine ahead of you. A more peaceful and gentle future. Greater than anything we could... The two of them fell asleep as soon as they found their room. Must have been the first sleep they'd... Can't imagine how nervous they must have... We have to protect them. We can't let this place be destroyed. I'll keep selling igniters for now. But I'll only stock models with limiters. And I'll offer a bargain for the people to trade in non-limited igniters towards buying my wares. Against the Church's campaign, it'll barely make a difference. But it'll buy some time until you take the throne, right?
That's smart.
Well, once your heart's set on something, your brain... It's a small gesture, at best. A pretense at change. But it's enough. As long as it can give those children a little hope. I trust you to brighten our world. Give it the surge of hope it needs. Take the throne, and lead us forward.
I want that hope to come from the both of us.
Ah, right. Now I'm in the thick of this research. I can't exactly dismiss this as someone else's problem anymore. So we'll take on the job together. May the flame of hope burn ever brighter. And may the light of that torch pierce the world's dark. May it reach the crying and the suffering. I vow to stand by your side. I'll find ways. I was always afraid of I built igniters into a shell around my life. On the inside, I figured I had nothing. I was nothing. But even knowing how weak I really am, thanks to you, I've come to know hope again. So I'll believe in that hope. That's my decision. Thank you, young man. A traitor and iconoclast, Brigitte. Keeper and heritor, your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. By the grace of her new... Thank you for helping me embrace
Tycoon, okay.
No doubt there are countless people out there suffering. Endure, but you can show them that their world is not a... I'll be waiting for the day it comes true.
All 30 of them.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 30 days remain.
Got it?
I see. Speaking of which...
So, hang on. Is it just those three now that have it? Yeah, just those three.
All right then.
Okay. So, where is... You know, let me go to the church real quick. Was that a quest outside? We'll see. Oh! Hi, Godell.
Did you?
Closure, eh?
Oh, okay. So, Yuffie's quest is to continue that, but I don't quite have enough stat for it, I don't think. I think I needed Eloquence. Okay, let me see here. Where is... Not the tavern. From home, no. No, I probably...
Let's go.
Yeah, I probably need to go here to get those Luma bees. I think it, that's what it was.
Well, I guess that's the end of it. Why, you...
Let's try
Well, I
this.
guess that's the end of it.
Almighty Panacea. Nope.
Bye-bye now.
Nothing to do.
Guess there's nothing to be done. Welcome. Oh there. Until we meet.
What are you playing at?
All right then.
Okay. I guess we'll check Comfort
Let's head there right away.
Concoctions, see if they've got any Luma bees there.
Okay. And what is it you...
Yeah, okay. Dream Eater Moth, no idea what that's about. Ooh, magic +9, that's kind of nice. And you know what, let's see here, what is... 66 +3 for my agility on my current class.
I see.
High heavy physical damage with a high crit rate to one enemy. Wow, okay. Alchemy.
Fascinating. This ready, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Really?
Oh.
New skills, new possibilities.
Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more classes to unlock. However, was it Heisme? Yeah.
I see. Fascinating. This ready, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I have retained my edge.
No, I got wizards that far. No, okay.
Good. I'm still getting stronger. New skills, new possibilities.
You know what? Let's see here.
Ultimate. Ultimate power.
Wonder what I gotta do for that.
All right then. Where to?
Let's see here. I guess that for now, we'll walk out here, and I'll make a couple of saves.
This rightfully ought to be king.
One for where we're currently at. And one for certain trophies. There's like a branching point. Alright, and how long have we been going for? About 2 hours. A little bit more than that, counting the other stuff. So...
Alright then. Where to?
you know what? Let's see here. Let's go to the Gauntlet Runner. Oh, and yeah, there's Nurus as well. So...
Preparations are complete. Now...
Oh, I don't like that.
Ah, danger.
Mount Volcano.
I think we have a favor to do there.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, but it's your call.
Let's be off.
What to pick? This is...
Here, what's the name of this quest? The Queen of Cuisine.
Let's see.
Got a sec. That. Right then. Okay.
Let's see if I find out. Ah, yeah, so I'm just done with all that.
Alright then.
Okay, so just those four. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Sam. Hmm? Yeah? Yeah. Right, right. Here. I mean... Just a sec. Oh, right.
dealt and live well.
Sure. Yeah.
Wait.
Sorry.
Far to the north of Altabury, Mount Volcano rises through the magma crystals are swallowed by the lava, and a malevolent heat scorches the air. Or perhaps the monsters are not the only ones. Defying reason.
Yeah.
Fine.
Leave it to us.
And relic time? Yep.
So, hey.
Hey!
Now we've got a bunch of people here. Now let me go talk to more.
So, you've acquired a new archetype.
That reminds me.
The truth of the matter is, not quite.
No way!
That's right. I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
Royal Warrior. I need Warlord at 20. Okay. And then Hulkenberg. Paladin and Elemental Master. Man, this is going to be a lot. Ninja. Something in Tycoon. You know, I'm willing to bet that it's going to need that. Either that or whatever Basilio evolves into. Unknown, Trickster, and Persona Master. Wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, Persona Master and Trickster at 20. Soul Hacker and Question Mark. So wait a minute. Soul Hacker, so I gotta go all the way through here, get to 20, and then probably whatever this ends up being. But I gotta get Magic Seeker up as well. Martial Artist and whatever this evolves into. Okay. That's a lot. We pet the cat. Well, I pet the cat that's been laying down beside me for the whole stream. going on, buddy? Alright. And now, eventually, I'm going to have to find what would probably be the best place to farm and just go from there. Alright, with that, I think that we're good to call it there. Thanks everybody for coming out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.